Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Craig here, coming to you live from the Sasco Sim Studios. As you can see, we don't have a steering wheel set up in front of me. That's because I got the steering shaft right here of the new Fanatec Podium DD2 direct drive, 25 Newton meter of torque, force feedback, wheelbase, and going to be rocking it with the McLaren GT3 quick release with the new QR2 Fanatec QR2 quick release system. Plugs in super nice and easy. Just pop it on there, boom, and it's in there. I can feel the force feedback already. Got the paddle shifters and my clutch and release. Bite point, clutch, release, all that good stuff. I actually use it to turn my head around side to side. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get out of this. I was debating on whether I was going to narrate through it, but I think I'm going to, just to kind of give you guys my feedback on what's going on with this thing. It's going to be a lot of fun riding with this thing. Let me get my my YouTube channel up here. I can see what's going on. There we go. Yeah, so we're going to kick this thing off here at none other than the Nürburgring Nordschleife. I think I'll go ahead and narrate it for a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and just run some laps without me on the screen, without me narrating or anything like that. This is just a throw around test. I've never used the DD2. I've ran a few laps last night, and after work I got home today and I jumped on it, and now I just want to jump on and kind of just show it off to the world, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy. So as I'm going through the laps here at the Nürburgring Nordschleife, I will kind of narrate and just let you know what I'm feeling, the forces, the G forces that I'm feeling as I'm steering into the corners at high speeds and things like that. This thing is pretty legit, man. It's pretty wild how realistic this thing is. So I'm pretty happy. I'm kind of like a pig in shit right now, pardon the language, but yeah, super excited to get this thing rolling here. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. Get my trusty GAF hat on. I think I'll go ahead and strap in for this one too, just to get the real, get some real effect and see what this thing is all about. I actually have yet to do this with the 5-point harness on yet, so we're going to give it a whirl today. Strapped in here, and we will get out onto the Nürburgring track. One of my favorite places. I'm really getting into these GT cars in the GT series. They're a lot of fun to drive. You just throw these things around, and they got so much grip with the traction control, because they're not the fastest things in the world, like a Formula One car or even a NASCAR. But they are fun to drive. They don't have nearly as much downforce because they don't have as much speed, so they don't have that much downforce. So that means they have to make up for it, handling in the form of traction control and things like that, which I do have rotary keys here on my actual steering wheel that I'm able to adjust my traction control, my engine map, how fast, how much fuel I want spraying into the carburetor and intake manifolds and all that good stuff. So we're gonna see what we got here. Yeah, let's rock and roll. Go ahead and shut up and get out there. All right, so we're sitting here on pit road on the GT road course section of the Nürburgring 24-hour Nordschleife 24-hour track, and we're going to go ahead and fire the engine up here. See these paddle shifters here, so that's how I'll be shifting the gears now. As I fire it up, I can feel the motor. I can feel the motor rumbling in the actual steering wheel. Not in the base, but it's going through the shaft into the steering wheel, which is really, really cool. I'm actually going to have to upgrade my sim setup, because this thing is too flimsy. This thing has got so much force, it's literally like I can feel it bending. It's a very heavy unit too. I think it weighs like 21 pounds or something like that. So I will be eventually here upgrading my sim setup, actually the whole rig that's around me, my seat, everything that holds the steering wheel, the shifter, all that good stuff. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get out onto the track. Here we go, the Nürburgring Nordschleife. Let's rock and roll. Oh yeah, I can feel like I gotta put muscle into steering this thing around the corners. It's insane. And what's crazy is, let's get to a turn here. This thing, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit so that it's not so loud. And I also need to widen the screen like that. Alright. So what's crazy about this thing is, I don't know if you guys can hear me. If anybody jumps in here, if anybody's in here right now, let me know how the sound is with everything going on in the background with the engine and all that good stuff, so that you guys can hear me narrating this thing. So what's crazy about this thing, as I was getting to, is when I'm going through the corner, especially tight corners where I really got to pull on this thing, you don't feel it as much G-force, like right there. It's not until you start pulling on this thing and you hit the apex and you start making that straight shot out of the corner, that's when you start feeling the G-forces of the car, the weight of the car actually pulling against you through the steering wheel on this direct drive. It's insane. Every curb I hear, you're going to see the wheel jerking in my hand like that, because when I hit the curbs, it literally, the tires, the suspension is pulling the steering wheel right out of my hand. It's pretty wild how how realistic this thing is. I'm just trying to narrate this a little bit right now. I'm heating the tires up, getting some heat in the tires so I can do a flyer on the next lap. But this is a big racetrack, so 7.12 miles of pure green hell. I can feel the steering wheel and the G-forces fighting me as I go into the corners. Insane. Oh my god. This car is so heavy. So I do want to make some adjustments here. I'm going to turn the traction control down. Turn the second traction control down. So we are in 12 now. Take it down here to 1. That one down to 1, and I want to bump the brake bias. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I just went up on the front brake bias, moved the front brake, moved the brakes, the brake pressure towards the front of the car, which is going to give me better runs out of the corners. So I'm literally adjusting the car on the fly through my steering wheel, just like an actual GT race car driver can do. Pretty wild. We're off track there. But you can see how the steering wheel just kind of bounces around in my hands, so it's pretty cool. Here we go, let's get a flyer here. You hit that wall, it's going to snap this wheel out of your hand really quick. Alright, so we're going to start it back off on pit road, and we're going to go ahead and give it an honest lap here. Here we go. Alright. I gotta get used to driving this thing with this wheel. I'm just blowing this loud. of trouble in that corner right there. I always end up hitting the wall. All right, we'll reset that and try it again. This is insane how powerful this wheel is.
Tires are cold, it's sliding around. I need to heat these tires up. That gets some heat in the tires. Too much. Carousel. Here we go to the carousel. No way. Bonfire. corner. See if I hit the carousel just right. Woo! Oh, baby! Woo! Let's go! Oh shit. Slow it down, man. Slow it down. Calm down. That was fun. Need a carousel. They're here all the way through. Come on, baby. Let's go. There we go. Long straightaway. Woo! Good free. Notice that these guys, race car drivers, are not athletes. Sit in this thing. Tell me they're not athletes now. There's the North Light. Back on the front straightaway. Let's get one more lap. See if I can do a full clean lap. pushing its limits, that's all. Lock the tires up. Back to the carousel again. I love this portion of the track. Woo! Damn, boy, that's a hard racetrack. Granted, I'm pushing this thing to the maximum limit that I possibly can. Let's check out some of this lap here. Can't see anything. One strap here. That is insane, dude. Insane. I'm literally shaking. I'm shaking. It's awesome. Let's see what that looked like. Whew. Max came in to say hi. Hey, Max. Alright, let's see what that looked like. Hey, I see I got a spectator in there. Whoever's watching, I appreciate you. Thanks for jumping in here and checking this out with me. Yeah, that was fun, man.
We're gonna jump to another track. I think I'm gonna either go to Austria, the Red Bull Ring, or I might go to Circuit de Spa Francorchamps. If you're in there watching, let me know. Shoot me a message on the YouTube channel. Let me know if the volume's okay, if you can hear me and the car and everything. That was a fun lap. I'm sweating. I mean, I'm hot. Pulling that steering wheel, man. Muscle in that car is insane. The volume good? What's insane too is these guys actually drive this racetrack for 24 hours. There's a 24 hours of the Nürburgring Nordschleife. They race around this track all day and all night. Absolutely insane. I don't know how they do it. I ain't ready for that yet. Alright, what's up everybody? I'm back. Had to go and get me a cold pop. This is going to be a long night of testing tonight. I can't wait for this weekend. We might pull an all-nighter. All-nighter, how about that? All-nighter Fanatec DD2 McLaren GT3 V2 steering wheel testing session. All night long. 7 o'clock to 7 a.m. in the morning. How about that? 12-hour shift. It's Max, the star of the show, back here. So I think I'm going to switch the track now. We're going to get out of the Nürburgring. This is basically all I've been testing this new steering wheel on is on the Nürburgring Nordschleife. So we are going to jump out of that really quick and go into a new car. Not a new car. Yeah, I might switch the car actually too. Not sure yet. Let's jump the. Okay, now you can actually see the iRacing. I'm trying to hire somebody to do all my editing for me and make sure that all this stuff runs smooth. Because right now, I am the star of the show called Sasco Racing. I am who you see in front of the camera. I am the one who is racing. I am the one who is managing the Streamlabs OBS, and I'm the one who has to flip the cameras around and turn the volumes and this and that. So if anybody's interested, hit me up on Facebook, DM me, or on YouTube, and let me know if you're interested in possibly jumping on board with Sasco Racing, our company Sasco Racing, and getting on board with helping out as far as like post-production management and editing and video editing and all that good stuff, man. I really greatly appreciate it if somebody wants to jump on board. I'm also willing to offer a 50-50 partnership to whoever does jump on board. So whatever monetization we end up making later on down the road with YouTube, we'll split everything 50-50. Everything that we make through the channel, we will split 50-50. Anyway, enough of my advertisement and begging somebody to please come help me out because I don't know anything about editing or anything like that. So yeah, if you're out there watching, whoever it is out there watching, I don't even know how to find out who it is that's watching my channel right now. So all I see is I have 2 viewers. I know one is me because I'm watching it from down here, and then I have somebody else out there as well. So, but anyway, nonetheless, let's get into where do we want to go? I want to stay in the GT cars. I could do I did just get this Dallara P217, which is a prototype. Got the Mazda MX-5s. I don't have my NASCAR wheel yet, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of getting out of stock cars and oval track racing just because road course racing is so much fun. And I hate to say it, I literally started watching racing, and back in 1997 is the first year I started watching racing, and it was NASCAR, and I became a Jeff Gordon fan, and I've been a NASCAR fan ever since then. But slowly I have just watched that sport diminish into a spectacle more than a sport. It's more of an event. It's more of like, I hate to say it, but it's like a circus show, and I'm just kind of starting to cringe every time I watch a race now. So I'm really getting into Formula One, even though the race at Las Vegas this year was very gimmicky. I wasn't too thrilled about it. It was an amazing race, but the problem is they have so much going on around the racetrack that's what people are showing up for. They're not really giving a crap about what's actually happening out on the racetrack. All they care about is what concert is going to be there, what circus show is going to be there, or whatever it may be. And then, man, Max Verstappen put on a freaking awesome race. It was an awesome race between him, Perez, and Charles Leclerc. What a fantastic race. But it was just overshadowed because there was so much other stuff going on around the racetrack. But I love that race. It was fantastic. I hope they go back there. Really cool stuff. Anyway, so I'm getting into Formula One, starting to kind of push away from NASCAR, getting into Formula One. And I've actually been into a lot more Formula One than I have into the GT series. Now I'm actually starting to get into like the GT Le Mans, the GT prototypes, the GT3s, GTEs, stuff like that. So I think I'm going to jump into this Audi R8 LMS GT3 car. And here's all my NASCAR cars. Yeah, let's try the Audi GT3, and we'll see where we go with that. All right, so we're gonna go into a new test drive. It is now a legacy car because they just came out with a new Audi. We're gonna jump on that, and I think I'm gonna go to Austria. The Red Bull Ring. There it is, the Red Bull Ring, Spielberg, home to a lot of the GT3 and Formula One drivers. So let's check it out. You know what? Yeah, we'll stay doing what we're doing. I have to test the frames per second and all that good stuff before I start adding more cars to it. But I don't think I'm gonna strap in for this one. I'm just gonna kind of roll around the racetrack and check it. Oh, forgot to put my racing shoes on. And take the steering wheel off for safety. That thing starts going crazy haywire, starts snapping around all over the place by whatever may happen. Some kind of a bug or something gets in it, and it'll take your damn head off. Seriously, man. I mean, you saw how I was pulling on that thing, and then when I go to hit the wall, I literally let it go because it just starts going nuts. And I'm not trying to break bones today, so. But I mean, it's exactly what a real race car driver goes through when they. Why are my controls not configured? Oh, probably because I don't have the wheel hooked up. Come on. Let's see if I put the wheel on, if that fixes it. Did not. Hey. Alright, so I'm going to have to fix my settings here really quick. My steering settings. So hang on, just bear with me for a second. Oh, wow. Oh, I hit the emergency button. I hit the emergency shut off button by accident, so we're going to reboot. We're going to reboot into this thing. I'm going to jump out, take the wheel off. So I have an emergency switch in case things start going crazy, and you could just hit that really quick, and it shuts the whole system of the steering wheel down. That's how like violent this thing can be. But I forgot, I accidentally hit it, and it shut off the whole system, so it wasn't detecting my steering settings. So all right. If that works. All right, it looks like we're good. Pop the wheel on to turn the torque on. And we got high torque. All right, let's roll. Should be good now. If you hear this rubber chewing noise, it's because Max is down here with his toy. He loves chewing on it. Sorry. It's his house, his studio, so he does whatever he wants. He was just sitting on my glove, so I got dog fur all over him. Dirty dog fur. Ah, you got dirty dog fur? Yeah. All right, so we're loading into the Red Bull Ring over there in Austria. We'll see how we do there. I'm gonna take it easy at first, and it identified with my settings, so that is sweet. Everything's set up just right. Let me get my cameras over to you guys so you can see what I'm seeing. Up here. That up. All right. now I want to hit that. There we go. All right. Now we're at the Red Bull Ring. Let's get into it. We're in the Audi. We're not in the Corvette C8.R anymore. GTE. We are in the Audi RLMS GT3. Let's roll. Alright, so I got the settings on 12. I'm going to turn this rotary dial all the way to 12. And I want to move this guy. That's not even hooked up to anything. That's that. And this is the brake bias. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go 6 up on the front brakes. Let's roll. This is one of my favorite cars. Oh, this is a lot easier to drive. Yeah, the steering's nowhere near what it was at going back. Hey, good drive. Oh, this is fun. Oh, I like it.
Too deep. A little too deep that time.
Oh man, I spun out and I killed the engine. I'm gonna try putting the racing line on and just see what time I can make up. There's my car. I designed that paint scheme myself through iRacing's trading paint system. Kind of reminds me. So my number is 30. That's because so I'm a big hockey fan, as most of you know. Those of you who know me. I'm a big hockey fan. I played goalie basically since I was like 7 years old. And my favorite goalie growing up was Martin Brodeur. He wore the number 30. And he used to wear Heaton Helite 6 goalie pads that looked just like the paint scheme on that car. So I thought that was kind of cool. Alright, I'm going to go into the options and we're going to turn the racing line on, the driving line. And I'm going to see what time I can make up. Just to, this is actually how, before you guys actually see races that I do practice laps with the racing line on so I know where my break points are, where I can make up time, where I'm losing time, all that good stuff. So let's see what we can work out here. Turn this down a little bit. Racing is so much fun, whether it's sim racing or real life, so much fun. And I kind of like this better because I don't have to drop hundreds of thousands of dollars. If I crash, I could just reset. I'm not going to have to go to the hospital or get checked out or possibly die. Everything's good in the sim race car, so yep, here we go.
Racetrack is really smooth, not really bumpy like the Nürburgring was. Made up a lot of time there. Sideways. I think I could drive it in deeper than the actual line's telling me. But then I'm not going to get off the corner as good, so that makes sense. It's a balance. I got to back off early to get out faster. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Fastest lap.
Damn. I hit that damn yellow curve and it threw the back end of the car out on me. Max, it's okay. I got this butt kicker making so much noise. I'm going to turn that off. I'm sure that's probably a little annoying. I got to move that thing around a little bit. I have what's called a butt kicker base shaker on the back here. Watch out, Max. And basically, it gives me the vibrations of everything going on around me. I feel the bumps in the racetrack. I feel the rumble strip curbs. Like brrr, and I feel brrr underneath me and everything. So it kind of gives me, when the back end of the car slips out, and start feeling vibrating and stuff. So it lets me know it gives me feedback of what the car is actually doing that I can't actually get through the G-forces because I'm not in an actual car. I don't actually feel what the car is doing on the road. So this gives me that same kind of feeling. But I have it hooked up in the back. I usually have it hooked up to my shifter mount right here. And it gives me a lot better feedback also. And I was like, you know what? I don't like it right here. I'm going to try to put it in the back of it. And I built this whole setup for it. And I just don't like it. And it's making that really chirpy noise and really loud chirpy noise. And I don't like it. So I'm going to take it off of there and then put it back on the shifter mount. But I'll do that on a later date so that I'm not boring you guys with all that stuff. And you don't have to watch me do it. I just turned the butt kicker off for right now. We're just running some test laps anyway. So let's get out there and try it again. Oh, wow. It feels so much different without the butt kicker on. But you'll notice, you won't hear that chirping, that squeaking sound anymore. I'm sure that's probably pretty annoying to be watching it and hearing that. I'm just trying to heat the tires up faster, that's all.
I do love this racetrack. So much fun. I think we're going to go to Spa next. Circuit de Spa Francorchamps. Yeah, this car feels way different than the Corvette did. It's a lot smoother. Not so much, might be the racetrack too, but there's not as much bouncing around in the steering wheel. Better suspension. Beauty. Blew that corner. Woo! I felt it in the wheel. The back end started kicking out. I could feel it in the wheel. That was crazy. I've never felt that before. I never felt that with my old steering wheel setup. This thing is amazing. I can feel everything through the steering wheel. Yeah, if you're thinking about getting into sim racing, or if you're into sim racing, I would invest in one of these. They're not cheap, I'll give you that. I got a really good deal on Black Friday. This is the wheelbase alone, without the steering wheel, is $1,500. I got that. I got the wheelbase, the steering wheel, and the shifter here, the actual H pattern / sequential shifter, for $1,500. Really good deal on Black Friday. I wasn't even going to do it, but when I saw that deal, I had to pull the trigger. I was on a Logitech G923, which is 2.5 Newton meters of max torque force feedback. This is 25, so it's like literally 10 times the amount of force feedback torque than my other steering wheel. Highly recommend, if you're getting into this hobby, get you a Fanatec Podium DD2. It is absolutely the best thing I've ever felt. I feel so much more connected to the racetrack. That's what it is. I actually feel it. I feel in through the steering wheel a lot more connected to the racetrack. I can feel everything that the car is doing through the steering wheel. I'm able to catch the back end slipping a lot quicker. I love this thing. Absolutely freaking love this thing. Oh, I'm going to be putting some time in now, boys and girls. I will be putting some racing time in now. We're going to pump out a lot of videos here soon. Let me know ASAP. Somebody jump in here with me and start working on post-production for me. I greatly appreciate it, and I promise you it'll be well worth it because I'm going to be pumping some videos here real soon. Whoa, see that? I felt it. I felt it that first time it slid out on me. I could feel it in the wheel, and I'm like, oh, let me save it. And then I overcorrected it and then pushed it a little too hard and ended up spinning it and wrecking it anyway. We're going to switch a track. I'm really curious now. I really want to see if how this car feels at the Nürburgring Nordschleife. So I think we're going to go back to the Nordschleife and use the Audi instead of the Corvette, because if you remember watching the Corvette video, the steering wheel was bouncing all over in my hands and everything like that. Now, that was in the Corvette, the C8.R GTE. Now that I'm in the Audi RLMS GT3, here at Spielberg, here at the Red Bull Ring, the steering, there's not nearly as much now. I don't know if it's because of the car. I don't know if it's because maybe the track is a lot smoother than the Nürburgring. The Nürburgring's a very old racing surface. There's a lot of character and a lot of bumps and things in it. So I don't know if it's the racetrack or the car that's making it feel like, or maybe it's a combination of both. But what I want to do is I want to take this car, the Audi, to the Nürburgring Nordschleife. So we're going to jump on that right now. And so you guys can see what's going on. Open this back up for you. There you go. Alright, what do we want to do now? Yeah, that's right. We're going to test drive. We're going to stay in the Audi R8 LMS GT3, but we're going back to the Nürburgring Nordschleife. Combined. And we're going to do the 24-hour GT surface. We're going to change the time. Let's go later on in the day, just to see what it kind of feels like. Let's do, it says it gets dark at 9:35 on June 2nd. Over there in Germany, so we'll pump the time up to, let's say, 6:30. So we're 3 hours away from sunset here at the Nürburgring Nordschleife. Sun's going to be in a different position. Shadows are going to be different. I want to see what this car is going to feel like with this new steering setup that I got. Let's get into it. Like I was saying, folks, if you are at all thinking about jumping into the hobby of sim racing, it's not cheap. It's not cheap. I highly recommend, though, getting a direct drive. They have cheaper direct drive steering wheel setups out there. I just like this one because some of them have 8 Newton meters, some of them have 15 Newton meters of force, some have 12 Newton meters of force, some have 5 Newton meters of force. And I feel like everything's just kind of in a box, you know? Whereas I have 25 Newton meters of force feedback with this thing. So the range of feedback and feel of the car is so broad. Like you have from 1, and you're going to feel the evolution of turning the steering wheel and everything that's happening to the car from 1 to up to the peak 25 Newton meters. So think of it as a graph. You're down here at the bottom, you're at 25, and as you go into the corner, you're starting to make that curve to the 25 Newton meters of peak torque force feedback. So, all right,
Get back into my OBS here so that I can see where we're at here. I have to switch my camera back over so you guys can be on the racetrack with me now. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and switch out of that. So we'll turn that off, and now we're back at the Nürburgring Nordschleife. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I want to see what this car is going to feel like. I'm going to keep the racing, the actual driving line, the green driving line on the track too, to show me where my brake points are and everything like that. I've never run this car at this track, so let's do it together. Here we go. I am going to make some adjustments. I'm going to turn my pit limiter on. I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I moved the front brakes up 10 notches. And I am going to go down to 3 ticks on the traction control setting. Yeah. Why can't I change the ABS? No, I can. Gotta here and do it this way manually. We'll turn the ABS. We'll turn the ABS down to 3 clicks. All right, here we go. Okay. So there is a little bit already. There's a lot more feedback in the steering wheel. So I think it's more. I think that the Red Bull Ring is just a smoother racetrack than the Nürburgring. Now this all that I'm on right now, this is all still new surface. So once I get into the actual Nordschleife itself, we'll get a really good feel for what the steering wheel feels like and how much play there is in it. Nose is itching. Might have been out in the dirt a little bit. Yeah, this Audi is a lot of fun. I love this Audi. I love driving this car. It's a lot of fun to drive. Now we're in the actual Nordschleife. I can feel the steering wheel bouncing around again. Yeah, it's the track surface. The track surface is a lot more beat up here at the Nordschleife than it is at the Red Bull Ring, and that's why the Red Bull Ring is a smooth, freshly paved racetrack. This is an old, beat up, rough, bouncy racetrack. Oh, missed that corner.
go into the carousel. All right, here we go. My favorite part, carousel. Oh, I kind of messed up. I messed that up. Just getting used to the car, that's all. I like driving this thing better than the Corvette, though. I'll tell you that much. This thing is a blast to drive. The car went airborne. I felt the car levitate over the hill. I felt it in the steering wheel. I could feel the car levitating through the steering wheel. That was crazy. I've never experienced that in any steering wheel I have had experience with since I've been sim racing. I've never experienced that in any wheel I've ever used. This thing is out of control right now. This thing is insane, dude. Oh, man. I can feel everything, dude. It's crazy. Got into the wall a little bit. Almost finished a full lap. Let's do that again, and then we're going to go to the Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps. Maximilian. Got some damage. See where I hit the wall there in the back and the front of the car. That's alright. Let's try it again. One more lap. We're going to do this out lap, get the tires warmed up, and then I'm going to go gung-ho on the next one. So I'm going to do one lap around, and then I'm going to do one full lap around, see what we can do. So dang congested. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, this car is definitely way lighter, way easier to drive than the Corvette, for sure. But it's still a very bumpy racetrack than the Nordschleife is. Oh, come on, get your shit together. That wasn't bad. I actually arced it really nice. in the mail, baby. Let's go. All right, there we go. That's how you do the carousel. Wow. That levitation feeling is so incredible, dude. Ah, jeez. Wow, yeah, couldn't get my lap in, but that's all right. It was a lot of fun still. We're going to jump out of here, and I think we're going to do one more track for the night and then call it. We're going to go to the Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps. I know, it sounds kind of crazy, right? Actually, let's check out some of these laps that I ran here, because that was actually kind of fun. Let's go ahead and rewind this really quick. All right, we'll go ahead and start it off where I actually jump into the Nürburgring Nordschleife here. So, get me back on the screen here. We'll take this off. Now, see what we got.